Hi, it's Joy and today we're going to be watching Warrior Nun Season 2, Episode 3, Luke 3:17. I am stressed because freaking Snake Vincent is on his way to the meetup, but they're all coming together, which excites me, so I'm so ready for this episode. A reminder that, as always, you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon 2 weeks in advance, the edited version 1 week in advance, and let's go!
Love the feel of a new city. The smell
She
of
still
the
loves
beaches,
exploring the
the
world.
energy of the streets.
She's still enjoying her life.
This is Madrid, Villa y Cortes, the city of the bear and the strawberry tree. I want to see everything.
I understand.
I hope one day she's able
Now is really
to.
not the time. I only see three so far. Never spark a conflict.
Who
until I
are
have a
they?
good understanding of your odds.
Mm-hmm.
Punch first, maybe ask some questions, and then punch again kind of girl.
Yes, I've noticed.
Yes, trust Beatrice. Like, are they with the Samaritans? Are they police who know that some sort of crime happened there? Or are they Adriel's followers?
Wait. Someone else is following us. Someone quiet.
Oh god. Of course this fucking bitch!
Why are you doing this?
Because he's a monster. Subservient to a bigger monster.
Give it up. You know you can't lay a hand on me.
Fucking hell, this bitch. He is trained a lot longer than you, but you are also Ava, the warrior nun, and we love you.
I didn't want it to come to this.
What did you fucking think it was gonna come to? Good. Yes, Ava.
What now? What the fuck? Oh my god! I miss you two so much.
I love how far we've all come.
Hey, what's up?
I know how to defeat Adriel.
Can we, like, I love you already, like, you seem great, but can we quickly get to the point where you give us the exact detailed information on how to stop Adriel? Because at any minute now, Father Vincent's gonna come snaking his way in and ruin everything, and you're gonna die before you tell us.
May heal you entirely.
And even if it doesn't, you're hoping I might find your son.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the crown of thorns.
Of course. Makes perfect sense. Make it make sense, please.
They dangle a taste of their influence. They promise.
You know that because you're a powerful man?
Secure part on the Rossi.
Sorry? Hey, hey!
Enemy! What are you doing? How did you buy?
I was reborn. Next to Adriel.
Like, I have every respect for people who are religious, but if you already believe there is a magical being in the sky who ordains everything, it's not that hard to then translate that belief to a tangible thing that's walking around doing the same stuff that your person in the sky supposedly does.
The Romans placed the crown on Jesus' head
To neutralize him.
natural gifts. And 1,000 years later,
Is someone coming down the corridor? No.
that same crown on
I'm stressed.
trap him in his tomb.
Sorry, but does this mean that Jesus was like... Let's not go there. So you just
Was she gonna say that he was real or that he was supernatural?
Tracked as British officers looted sacred sites.
Of course
one
they
last
did.
act of oppression. The entire collection was donated to the Prado Museum.
Ava wanted to go.
These items.
Museum heist.
Yep. I mean, they would not be your first suspects. I so hope Ava's future allows her to just enjoy the world one day.
When the warrior nun grasps the crown, its power will be revealed.
Revealed how?
Yeah.
Dunno. Guess we'll find out.
Will it neutralize the halo in her?
Second floor.
Because that could be disastrous for Ava.
But if we want to beat Adriel, everything has to go according to the plan.
It will.
It won't though.
I mean, it will as far as it can. Exactly. And we will adapt when we have to.
Focus on your work and trust that I'll do mine. I'm not a rookie anymore.
Bless.
So this gear will allow
Oh,
me
Lilith.
to monitor everything you experience.
I mean, she's kind of desperate.
The arc should surge in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Through the Stargate you go. Good luck. It rejected her? Was it because of her technology that was on her, or because of just it rejects people now?
7 minutes of footage from 7.8 seconds of time elapsed. That's some kind of
Oh,
temporal distortion.
I was not welcome there.
oh. Yep. I don't think your boy's alive, or if he is, he's not going to be the kid you let sent through.
You could disappear from this room, and no one would ever know.
The power of faith.
Explain to me.
Adriel is our Lord, reborn for our salvation.
I mean,
His will.
why didn't he come back and just change his name to Jesus? Because literally people would have been lapping him up. He looks like white people think Jesus looks. You know? None of this Adriel nonsense.
Adriel is God's avatar on earth, and you are his enemy.
Blasphemy!
Yes, your holiness. Thing is, he's a zealot. He's a true believer. You're not gonna crack him. He doesn't know anything. And Adriel is a demon. Or a fallen angel or whatever.
Adriel's salvation.
Put him in the Iron Maiden.
What?
Jesus fucking Christ. Duretti, I truly believe you believe in God, the way you're acting. Forgive your enemies. Turn the other cheek.
Did you hear that?
Because torture doesn't get people to tell you the truth. It gets you to tell people whatever they think, people to tell you whatever they think you want to hear.
Stop! The Arctic Corporation is using technology to create the plagues.
Because we know he is a divine being. Is he just actually not fully powered like he looks like? He's pretending to be more powerful than he is? Or is that just a case of when you're being tortured, you will say whatever you can to make it stop? And if you tell this man he's genuinely a divine being, he's going to keep torturing you. If you tell this man, oh yes, some scientists did it, he's going to be like, huh, yes, the old enemy of the church. You know, like, torture doesn't work. Yeah, your Pope just casually tortured someone and didn't even seem bothered. You better confess in your confessional today, my sir.
You want me to go back there?
Yes, she wants to use you to within an inch of your life.
And this is our chance.
No matter what it does to me.
No.
Yes.
She's Lilith.
Don't cross Lilith.
But I am not your lad.
I am worried that Lilith is slowly being like consumed by some kind of like demonic creature and like changing. He was a kindly enough man. Never underestimate a nun. Museum heist. She's getting so much better at this. Come on, Ava. Oh my god, it's just it's fake. It's not doing anything.
Yasmin said that when you touched it.
7.87 seconds.
Is it something she can understand? God, is that you? Oh my god.
When the British marauders moved
Is
in,
Adriel here?
tried to hide it.
Camilla, be careful. Contact the others.
We're not leaving without it.
Camilla, contact the others. Good luck, sweetheart.
Like it was running out of power. It's just like someone flipped off a switch.
Stay focused, Ava.
It's the crown.
I am here.
Oh my god.
Everywhere, Camilla. Everywhere.
Camilla, call someone for help, sweetheart.
Vincent, stop!
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's the Artemis Halo! Oh my god. Lilith, can you help Ava get out of here, please? This show is stressful. Okay, I absolutely love this episode. I love the fact that they all came together. I mean, I know there's not a huge array of characters anymore. Did the Sister Mary actress have to leave the show? Is that why she's not in it anymore? Because I'm still in denial. Like, I am waiting every episode for Mary to walk around the corner and be like, hey, I'm here. I loved them all reuniting. Well, first of all, I both loved and hated them coming face to face with Vincent again, because there is so much pain there. You know, for Ava, yes, she knew him for a relatively short amount of time, but in that time, he was such a figure that was so important to her. He believed in her when nobody else did, and he kind of represented something so vital and important to her, and to know he was using her the entire time is disgusting. The same with every single other woman there who looked up to him and trusted him and let him in to this important society that is extremely important to them, to the world, and he just used every single one of them for his own power, and now he has the nerve to be like, I just wanted truth. And if you read the freaking Bible, I'm sure Lucifer's a pretty powerful dude. Still not a guy you go worshipping. I mean, I've not read most of the Bible before, I've only done a bit of science school, but there are bad, powerful people in it. That doesn't mean you worship them. So that was, I love seeing them all together. I really like the girl whose name, I know her freaking name because they were like, she'll need to come in, and I've forgotten it. I do really like her. I so didn't trust her at first, but, you know, the idea that there's been multiple people trusted with these secrets and keeping different pieces of the secrets separate is so vital and important. It kills me that, you know, none of them considered the fact that the thing it would do to Ava, that would reveal it, would obviously, it physically revealed itself, but that it could cause her to lose her powers as well, because, you know, the halo flickering out when she's getting closer to it. I mean, I don't know what else could have been done really at that point when there was the lasers the other side of it. And why did Adriel reveal himself to Camilla? Was he just like genuinely just fucking with them? Because at that point, all he really did was scare Camilla and potentially give her enough time to warn them. I mean, I know there wouldn't be enough time, and he does seem the type to just go around like scaring people for the fun of it. Maybe maybe this is the start of him trying to recruit Camilla in the same way that he has recruited people within the Vatican. You know, going to try and appeal to her in some way, but our girls are strong. She's not falling for that. And then for Vincent to be the one to just stroll in there, use the crown, on Ava, and just take her. Absolutely disgusting. That man cares about nobody but himself. I watched this episode, okay, it's 2:30 at night, like, I was like, I'm just gonna watch this and I'm gonna go to bed, and I'm just like, I don't have time to sit and binge it at the moment, it's killing me watching it one a week. I mean, literally, it's only been 3 days, you know, I've watched it over, like, 2 different days, but it's fine. Oh, I love the show so much. I love the sisterhood. I am hoping for more than sisterhood between Ava and Beatrice, but regardless, I love the way these women, the bonds they have formed, the way they care about each other. I love their history. You know, I am not a huge religious person, but I'm willing to accept in fantasy worlds it all being real. And the idea of this order, of this sisterhood, and the way they protect each other, it is very special to me. I find the stuff with the Vatican, that those are the plot lines that when that comes on, I'm kind of like, okay, move along here. Bunch of men in robes. But it is also very interesting. It's weird. I'm both like, just take me back to my warrior nuns, and while simultaneously being like, oh, you know, the fact that Giretti is like casually torturing somebody as the Pope. I don't think he quite grasped what was expected of a Pope. I think he thought medieval king was what he was getting. I mean, to an extent, I think I'm glad that they're not trying to make it like he became the Pope and suddenly he was genuinely a holy person. Torture doesn't work. We saw it in this case that he turned around and he was like, oh yeah, Architect did it. You know, totally just told a lie that would make them stop hurting them. Like, yes, maybe the people will tell you the real information, but 9 times out of 10 they're going to tell you something that is a fabricated version of the truth or just a complete lie because they want you to stop hurting them. An innocent person will confess to a crime they didn't do to make you stop hurting them. It is not holy to hurt somebody. So I think it's going to be quite interesting, because if Adriel keeps walking around, I mean, obviously his whole I can't say that word, his whole spiel of like, bow to me or die, bow to me or burn, isn't, you know, particularly good, doesn't really inspire much loyalty, because, you know, yeah, like, great. But if he were to present himself as, I'm good, there's this terrible plague and I will heal it, the people are hungry, I have fed them, and then you have the Pope going around torturing people, you could definitely see people thinking which side is good and which side is bad. In this instance, neither side is particularly good. And the question isn't, it doesn't, like, there seem to be a lot of people in this show who are like, Adriel is a divine being, therefore I must worship him. These same people would not say the same thing if he was saying his name was Lucifer. I genuinely think Adriel missed the trick by by needing his own ego to be fed. If he had just claimed his name was Jesus, then every single white Christian in the world would be bowing to him. Think of how easily he'd conquer a MAGA in America. They're convinced Jesus was a white man, even though that makes zero plausible sense. They'd go for it. So it's frustrating to see, but I also think it's really believable. I think the people that joined Adriel first and foremost would be religious people. And yes, potentially they'd be disillusioned religious people. There would be non-believers who followed, given especially that he is providing evidence to back it up. And given the state of the world we're living in, and I assume they're living in a similar version of the world, there is barely any hope out there. You would cling to it. And if he appears magnanimous and good, you would think, well, you know, why shouldn't he be a good, wonderful person? It's stressful. I could see the Pope losing his power and losing hold. Even like his right-hand cardinal was like, the Pope just tortured someone. I don't really care about the scientist lady either. I mean, I don't not care about her, but I do understand that she really is just a mother trying to do anything she can to protect her child. But there does come a point where she has not only potentially caused her child more pain, but is causing potentially the entire world more pain. I'm very intrigued about what she doesn't care about Lilith. I think like she's not an evil person. So yes, there is a part of her that genuinely is like, I would like to help Lilith. But at the end of the day, helping herself is what she cares about first and foremost. I'm very interested about what the picture she saw was, the face. What was it, God? Was it Lucifer? Was it her son, grown now because he's lived there for a long time? He didn't look like a little boy. I didn't think it was her son. Maybe it was. So I'm very intrigued about. I am intrigued about what she's researching, but I'm also like, just when she gets there, let me know, and then take me back to Ava and Beatrice and Camilla, please. Lilith, I'm worried about going to Adriel. I've kind of, ever since Vincent said to her, oh, you know, he has the answers, I knew she would inevitably end up going to him because he has and like, you can believe he would have the answers. I don't think Lilith is the kind of person who would go to him and bow down and join his cause just cause. I think she would potentially pretend to do so to get the information she needs. And then if he were to do something that proved he was worthy of loyalty or whatever, maybe she would be converted. But Lilith is not going to just casually join the cult. She may pretend to. What I'm hoping will happen is she will kind of be trying to appear like, I want to learn from you. And, you know, she can't just play it as being totally subservient because he would be like, that's not the Lilith I've heard about. But, you know, she would kind of go along with it and then ultimately she'll help Ava escape. Because I think Ava's going to need some help escaping. I'm stressed. This was such a good episode. I also love the moments where Camilla was like to Beatrice, like, I'm not a novice anymore. I have been fighting to survive. And to an extent, Beatrice is always going to look at her and see, you know, a newer, a fresher one. But also she's just, they're sisters and you want to protect your sister. And your sister, you're like, she's not got as much experience as me. You are definitely going to want to protect. There's also the fact that Ava and Beatrice are a very, very good team. They have been fighting together for a long time now. They've been working side by side. So if we need to split up, them going together is logical because they know how the other one thinks and how they're going to move. I'm very excited for where this season's going. I'm also freaking stressed. Thank you so much for watching. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon 2 weeks in advance, the edited version 1 week in advance, and yet again the lesson from this show is that British colonialism sucks. And thank you so much for watching.